Hello and welcome to this video. If you've watched the last one, you already know that we are in the Sonoran Desert west of Tucson, Arizona. We are doing dispersed camping on BLM land, which is public land where it is allowed to camp for free pretty much anywhere for up to 14 days in the same spot. In this video, we're going to explore more of Arizona's southern deserts and mountains, so I invite you to join us for that. Yesterday while walking we found another trail with a place to camp that looked quite nice, so today we are driving to it. And that got us some nice scratches on the side of the van. This morning we went again for a hike in the hills around camp. There's no trail, so you just pick your way up and down through the rocks and the cacti. But coming up the hill just right behind me, actually, from the I would call it the wrong side, because from one side it's more or less there's a bit of a trail, but on the other side there's nothing. And we came across something really cool. I found an Indian pictogram, so that was totally unexpected. And then we kept looking, and I found a second one. So that's pretty cool, and kind of made our morning, because I don't think they're marked on anywhere. Like, you even wonder how many people have seen them, because you have to come up the hill from that side and in the morning, otherwise you would not see it. We have been doing dispersed camping in the Sonora Desert for over a week now. So today we are relocating. We are headed for Madera Canyon, southeast of Tucson, Arizona. There's some good hiking there and also dispersed camping. On the way we need to do some resupplying and some errands, so we'll catch up with you in Madera Canyon. We are now established in Madera Canyon. So it's an interesting area. There's no fee to enter the area, and of course no fee for dispersed camping. But there is a campground higher up the road, and there you have to pay a fee to stay, because there's washrooms and water. And if you park at one of the trailheads, you have to pay an $8 a day fee. Again, to cover the cost of washrooms, picnic tables, and that sort of thing. It's also an interesting area vegetation-wise. It's very different than where we were lower in the desert. There's no cacti here. It's small bushes, small trees, rocks, and we're higher up in elevation, but it is warmer here, which is quite nice. We've done a couple of nice hikes in Madera Canyon. This morning we are headed to a Carey Nation mine, so an abandoned mine up in the mountains. As we're climbing higher and higher, we're finding more and more mining stuff, gear that was left behind. That's where I wish I'd brought a torch, some kind of light, because it's really dark in there. Not that you could go inside because it's flooded, there's water. The trail seems to continue, so we'll follow it. It's supposed to end at some point, so maybe we haven't reached the mine yet. I think this is just one shaft that we saw, but there's got to be more. Well, the trail ends here as per the sign behind me, so we haven't found more. We'll keep exploring the area, see if there's anything more than that, but it seems pretty small for a mine all the way up here, but who knows. Well, that was a cool hike. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm watching my step. I like hikes that have like a featured destination, like this one, a mine for example, or a lake, some kind of goal. Not just hiking for the sake of hiking. But anyways, it's very pleasant. The ground is dry, a bit rocky and dusty, but that's fine. The air is cool, and the sun just actually came out because we're in a narrow kind of valley, so it's nice. It's been very windy lately. The last night in the desert was super windy. We got here, there was no wind, so we thought, oh great, we found a nice spot. But then the wind picked up in the evening, and it's been super windy all day yesterday, all night, shaking the van, and this morning it's windy again, so that makes the temperature feel lower than it actually is, but still very pleasant to be out here enjoying winter hiking in Arizona. We have been enjoying Madera Canyon for about a week now. It's definitely a place we'll come back to. Today we're heading west of Tucson towards Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument. Yesterday while hiking, we explored a couple of spur tracks off the main road. So this morning we're driving to the last one, the end of it. There's a camp spot that's a little more remote than this one and looks quite nice. This morning we went for a hike in the desert. We were about 1.5 to 2 km from the van in the hills behind. We climbed a little bit to see some caves, and they definitely have been used as human shelters. It's hard to say how long ago, not recently, that's for sure. It's really hard to say. They're very, very basic. More like a one-night thing, and maybe, I don't know, just once. It's hard to say, but they all have kind of a line of stones at the entrance to kind of mark the area. I don't know. If anybody watching this video has any clue as to what those are, how old they could be, and so on, please leave me a comment below. I would appreciate it. This dead saguaro cactus is a good example of how these plants are made and built to survive in a harsh environment. Unlike conventional tree, they are not made of solid wood throughout. Under the green skin that we can see when they're healthy and alive, you can see this sort of skeleton made of vertical sticks. And then in the middle there is some form of pulp. So they are actually quite hollow. They can also expand and contract as there is moisture available or not. So that's quite cool, very interesting. This was a very nice section of our trip. It was also a very nice video for me to film and edit. Some beautiful landscapes, very quiet places. So very enjoyable, and I hope you enjoyed the video. This is an important turning point in our trip. The first one was entering the United States on November 1st, 2024. The second one was turning west once we reached Florida. And now we're heading north, slowly towards Canada, unfortunately, but we still have 2 months ahead of us and some very cool destinations. I don't want to say too much, but you definitely don't want to miss the next few videos. So I thank you very much for watching up to here. As usual, don't forget to leave me a comment and click like. And I will see you in the next one very soon. Have a great day.